Pay attention to Aniah Blanchard, 19 years old, walking
19.
into a Chevron gas station in Auburn, Alabama at 11:21 p.m. on October 23rd, 2019. She's
already before the video. This is why I don't let my wife go to. My wife don't pump gas. She don't go to gas stations by herself. She don't do shit. Like, no. Like, you got
buying her favorite late night snack, sour cream and onion chips, just 2 minutes from home. She has less than 30 minutes left to live. Because Ibrahim Yazid, 30 years old, a violent offender, out on bond despite kidnapping and nearly committing a fatal assault on an elderly man.
Whoa! Y'all let him out?
What?
Barely. What the
Stupid.
So he kidnapped and damn near killed the old man, and y'all let him out on bond? Call the popo, huh?
He's watching her from inside that same gas station. On this day,
crazy,
Aniah
bro.
just wants to get home safely after a long drive.
That's crazy,
On
bro.
this day, authorities believe Yazid has other plans. This is the story of 23 minutes that exposed every crack in America's justice system and destroyed a family forever.
Damn. He's sitting there smiling.
No video, no audio of me shooting anyone. That's what I'm trying to see. How y'all gonna bind me over on hearsay, but y'all ain't presenting no evidence.
October 23rd started with grief. Aniah, Elijah, and their mother Angela attended a family friend's funeral in northern Alabama. The service ran late, and by 7 p.m.
Oh, so she went to a funeral that day?
Aniah knew they needed to leave.
That's
She had
fucked
work
up,
in the
bro.
morning, and Auburn was 185 miles away.
Right.
A 4-hour drive through the darkness. Angela kissed her daughter on the cheek and told her she loved her.
Damn.
Aniah and Elijah made a brief stop at home in Birmingham to see their stepfather, Walt Harris, a UFC heavyweight fighter ranked 9th in the world.
Damn,
Walt,
that's crazy.
who had helped raise Aniah since she was 3 years
That's a
old
stepdad.
and considered her his daughter in every way that mattered,
Right.
was training for his next fight. He hugged her tight. She looked tired, and he almost asked her to stay.
Hell
But
yeah.
Aniah
should've asked her to
insisted
stay,
she'd be
boy.
fine. That would be the last
Shit,
time.
stories like this be making me like stick to my guns. When I say that, I'll be like, you know, like, for example, if I had a daughter, rule number 1, you're not doing no late night drive by yourself at night. No, stay here, drive in the morning. I don't give a fuck if you got to work. I don't care. Just drive in the morning. You see what I'm saying? And stories like this be making me stick to that. Like, sometimes you might get out the car and go in the gas station without your gun. Then you think about a story like this, be like, nah, let me put that motherfucker, let me get back in the car, put that, like, shit like that, bro. Like, it make me stick to my rules, folks, because it could be that one day that you don't follow them rules, or that one day that you don't do what you normally do, that could be like, man,
Walt
it's crazy
saw her
how life
alive.
is, boy.
It's a moment that haunts him every single day. The siblings made the drive without incident, arriving in Auburn around 11 p.m. Aniah dropped Elijah at his apartment, just 3 miles from where she and Sarah lived. I love you. Be careful. Make sure you get home safe, he told her.
Yeah.
At 11:09 p.m., Elijah texted, "Are you close to being home?" She responded immediately, "Yeah." 3 miles, normally a 10-minute drive. She was almost there.
If that, for real, shit.
At 11:21 p.m., Aniah pulled into the Chevron gas station on College Street. Security cameras captured
11
her
p.m.
walking
Don't ever do that,
inside,
girl.
staying for approximately 90 seconds.
Even niggas, I ain't gonna lie, don't, like, it just, gas stations in general, gang, unless you, like, don't go to no gas station at night,
She bought
bro,
her
like,
usual late-night snack, a bag of sour cream and onion chips and a drink.
Avoid that
It was
shit
her
at all
routine,
costs, bro.
something she did almost every night before bed.
Damn.
What the cameras also captured was Ibrahim Yazid inside that same gas station at the exact same time. On paper, Ibrahim Yazid was a 30-year-old man from Montgomery with a lengthy arrest record. But beneath that surface was something far more sinister. Earlier that same year, 2019, Yazid had been charged with kidnapping a 77-year-old man, robbing him, and assaulting him so severely that the victim nearly died.
Bro, lock that nigga ass up. Like, there's no way he should be. Like, how do these people get that lucky? I know niggas in jail right now with $100 bond for stealing a pizza. Like,
he was also accused of robbing and assaulting a second man in a separate incident. These weren't minor offenses.
right.
These were violent, predatory crimes. And yet, somehow, incomprehensibly, Ibrahim Yazid was walking free, released on bond. staying in a hotel just minutes from that Chevron gas station where Aniah would stop that night. How does someone facing kidnapping charges, someone who allegedly targeted elderly victims, get released back onto the streets? How does the system fail so catastrophically that a violent predator gets a second chance to destroy another life? These questions would haunt Aniah's family and everyone who heard her story.
Hey, before I keep going, I gotta show y'all something real quick. Y'all know I love shining like new money for all the days I was broke. And GLD helps me do just that. Now, like, I actually wear this, like, all the time. And I'm one of them dudes that's picky with my jewelry. If it feels light, cheap, or weird on my neck, I'm not wearing it. But this, you can feel it immediately. The weight is right, the details are clean, and the clamps don't feel super flimsy. It's just all around solid. I mean, you throw this on and people start thinking you got your life figured out a lot more than you actually do. Compliments just start coming out of nowhere. Where you get your chain from, bro? GLD, boy! It's waterproof and sweatproof. Like, everything they make is guaranteed for life. So you ain't really got to stress about nothing falling apart like all that cheap ass jewelry that some people be selling. I ain't gonna say no names. Now what I really like about GLD is they got options. You want something simple? Cool. You want something that stands out? Cool. They got chains, they got earrings, pendants, watches, whatever you need, they got it. And it's not one of them brands where you gotta spend crazy prices to actually get something nice and high quality. I ain't the only one rocking with them either, man. Millions of people rock with GLD all across the world. They got thousands of 5-star reviews. And let's just say it's a reason why you keep seeing GLD everywhere. So if you've been thinking like, man, I need one good chain to just put my outfit together, you might be going date night, Valentine's Day coming up, I don't know. This is probably your sign to go get you some nice jewelry. So I'm gonna hook y'all up. Right now, new customers get 50% off if you use the code MACMULA. Half off, bro. 50% off your order if you use the code MACMULA. Half off, bro. Go to GLD.com, use the code MACMULA when you placing your order and save 50%. All right, let's get back to the video. But I'm not supposed to wish jail on nobody, right? If he wasn't in jail, this innocent ass little girl, young girl, I can say little girl, this innocent ass young woman would still be alive today. She wouldn't have died. You see what I'm saying? So yes, I wish jail on a lot of motherfuckers. I really wish jail would be harder on niggas. Like, not if you speeding or if you had a gun and it was legal or whatever, I feel like you should always get slaps on the wrist for that. But if you kidnap somebody and rob somebody or you on camera shooting at somebody, I feel like you should get automatically like life in prison on folk them. Like, nigga, treat they ass like, you feel me? Cause that'll make a lot of niggas think twice about it, folks. And that'll make all the crazy niggas who really wanna you wanna go rob somebody? You wanna go shoot at somebody? Okay, cool. When you get caught, you're doing 90 years. See what I'm saying? That'll make only niggas that's gonna go do that is the niggas that's lost in the brain, either be locked up anything.
The outrage wasn't just about what happened to Aniah. It was about how easily it could have been prevented. How he ended up in Aniah's Honda CRV remains uncertain.
Right.
Did he ask for a ride? Did he force his way in?
Hell no.
Investigators believe there was a struggle, evidenced by damage to the exterior of the vehicle. At some point, as the car was moving, Yazid brandished a weapon. Aniah fought back. She tried to escape. The ballistic damage to the door and the evidence-stained passenger seat tell the story of her final moments.
Damn.
Investigators say Yazid fired at Aniah as she struggled to get away from him. The amount of biological evidence found in the car was, according to court documents, indicative of someone suffering a life-threatening injury.
Yeah.
A few minutes after leaving the Chevron, Aniah's car appeared at another nearby gas station, where Yazid purchased a small cigar. By 11:43 p.m., Sarah, Aniah's roommate, sent a text asking where she was. The response came back, "I'm smoking a blunt, LOL." Then, "I just met him," referring to someone named Eric. Sarah was immediately suspicious. Aniah had never used the word blunt before. When Sarah asked, "Who is Eric and where are you?" there was no response. It was 11:43 p.m. Aniah's phone would never send another message.
Damn.
Shortly after,
and it's like, what you kill her for?
A license plate reader picked up Aniah's Honda near the entrance to Interstate 85. heading south toward Montgomery.
Hey, that's Chicago.
Inside that vehicle, Aniah Blanchard was already gone
my
or
city
critically
right there. That's,
injured, and Ibrahim Yazid was driving her toward an unmarked grave. The next morning, October 24th, Angela tried to FaceTime her daughter for their daily morning ritual.
Damn.
No answer. That was unusual, but Angela thought maybe Aniah was busy. Sarah went to Aniah's bedroom and found it empty. Aniah hadn't come home. She hadn't shown up for work. Karina Thomas, the mother whose children Aniah cared for, called repeatedly. Aniah never missed work. Never. When Elijah got the call from Sarah saying Aniah was missing, his heart sank. He knew immediately something was catastrophically wrong.
Yeah.
He called his parents. Angela and Walt jumped into their truck and raced the 2 excruciating hours to Auburn, every terrible possibility racing through their minds. That drive to Auburn was the hardest thing I've ever been through in my life, Angela said later, because I knew something wasn't right.
Yeah.
They arrived to find Aniah's apartment exactly as she left it the night before. Her dog Blue was alone, something Aniah would never do.
Never do.
Her friends began spreading the word. Hannah, who lived 3 hours away, dropped everything and drove to Auburn. Within hours, Aniah's disappearance was breaking news. We just want our daughter home, Angela pleaded to the cameras. Please, if you know anything, come forward. On October 25th...
And the fucked up part about that situation is the parents damn near hoping, like, I pray, like, it's fucked up to say, but it's like, I'm damn near hoping she got kidnapped. And you know what I'm saying? Like, over being killed. Like,
2 days after Aniah vanished, her black Honda CR-V was found in a Montgomery apartment complex 55 miles from Auburn. The vehicle was badly damaged. Inside, investigators discovered what Brandon Hughes, the former Lee County District Attorney, would later describe as evidence of foul play. Massive amounts of biological evidence and a ballistic impact. But there was no sign of Aniah. The community of Homewood, where Aniah grew up, erupted in action. Ribbons and bows in her favorite color appeared on trees and lampposts. Nearly 2,000 people organized search parties, combing through woods, alleyways, and back roads from Auburn to Tuskegee. UFC President Dana White and champion John Jones each contributed $25,000 to the reward fund. Dozens of law enforcement agencies joined a massive task force. Walt canceled his upcoming UFC fight. How could he focus on anything except finding his daughter? Fighting was the furthest thing from my mind, he said. Every day without answers was agony. Every night was sleepless. The family existed in what Angela called pure hell. Investigators worked around the clock, piecing together Aniah's final hours from security footage. They confirmed she'd been at the Chevron gas station. They found footage of her car at a second gas station minutes later. They tracked the license plate reader data showing the vehicle heading toward Montgomery, but they needed to identify who was with her. 14 days after Aniah disappeared,
they had 105,000. Damn, that's a big reward right there. 19 years old, man. Shit.
Released a critical image.
Crazy.
Security footage showing a man inside the Chevron at the same time as Aniah. An eyewitness footage showing a man inside the Chevron at the same time as Aniah. It looked like he's thinking about some shit, don't it? An eyewitness reported seeing this man force Aniah into her car before they drove off together. Police called him a person of interest and warned the public he should be considered dangerous and potentially armed. When police identified the man in the footage, the Blanchard Harris family learned something that made their grief infinitely worse. His name was Ibrahim Yazid. He was 30 years old, and he was out on bond despite being charged earlier that year with kidnapping, robbing, and nearly killing a 77-year-old man. He was also accused of robbing and assaulting another man. How was this possible? How was someone facing such serious violent charges allowed to walk the streets? How was he free to enter that gas station, encounter Aniah, and destroy her life? The answer exposes one of the most enraging flaws in the American justice system. Despite his violent criminal history, despite the severity of the charges against him, despite the danger he posed, Ibrahim Yazid had been released on bond. He was staying in a hotel near Auburn, just minutes from where Aniah would make her final stop. Police located Yazid the next day, hiding in the woods 145 miles away across the state line in Florida.
Hiding in the woods?
He did not surrender peacefully.
What the fuck?
When he appeared in court with a swollen left eye, authorities revealed the horrifying evidence found in Aniah's car. Fluids indicative of someone suffering a life-threatening injury and a ballistic impact in the door. Yazid was charged with kidnapping. He waived extradition and was brought back to Lee County, Alabama, where Angela and Walt waited, desperate for answers about their daughter's whereabouts.
Damn.
For nearly a month, the family clung to hope. Aniah's biological father, Elijah Blanchard Sr., a local pastor, refused to give up faith that his daughter was alive. Regardless of what the police say, I still have hope that my Aniah is out there waiting on her father to get her, he said.
You gotta
then
believe
came
that.
the breakthrough investigators needed. Antoine Fisher, a man who had once served time for capital crimes, was arrested and charged with helping Yazid dispose of evidence. Facing serious charges himself, Fisher cooperated with authorities. He provided a roadmap. District Attorney Brandon Hughes will never forget the moment he and investigators found the location Fisher described, wooded area in Macon County, Alabama, between Auburn and Montgomery. Among the items they discovered was a boot. Hughes took a photograph and called the Harrises to his office. He showed Walt the image. The Sorel boots were a gift Walt had given Aniah during a family trip to New York City.
Damn.
Walt looked at the phone, dropped it on the table, and said, "Y'all excuse me." He walked to a back stairwell where Angela found him moments later, screaming and punching a concrete wall. His knuckles injured, his heart shattered. Their worst nightmare was confirmed. Aniah's remains had been found. "I just wanted to see my child," Angela said through tears. We were told no. The circumstances of the discovery after nearly a month in the woods made that impossible. Angela said she didn't want to go on anymore. Walt was broken, confused, angry, desperate to know why. The medical examiner's report would eventually reveal the cause of death: gunshot injury, manner of death, homicide. What investigators pieced together from the evidence was a story of pure evil. According to the investigation, here's what occurred during those 23 minutes after Aniah left the Chevron.
This is fucked up.
Somehow, Ibrahim Yazid
I don't even got nothing to say. Like, oh, bro, great. Y'all know I got a big mouth. Y'all know I talk, nigga. I don't even got nothing to say, bro. Like, this shit is fucked up, nigga. Jesus Christ.
Inside Aniah's vehicle. The damage to the car suggests there was a struggle while it was moving. At some point, Yazid pulled out a gun. Aniah, terrified,
so maybe he was trying to rob
fighting
her,
for her life, tried to escape. Yazid fired the weapon as she struggled. The massive amount of forensic evidence in the passenger seat told investigators she'd been fatally wounded. Yazid then drove her car toward Montgomery, stopping briefly at that second gas station to buy a cigar. He eventually reached
why you shoot a girl, bro? If you was trying to rob her, nigga, you could have punched her and threw her out the car. Like, you ain't have to kill her. I'm not saying you should be trying to rob somebody, but I'm just saying, like, damn, bro. Fuck.
Apartment complex where the vehicle was later found. This is where Antoine Fisher enters the story. Fisher told police that in the early morning hours of October 24th, just hours after Aniah disappeared, Yazid showed up in Montgomery driving what appeared to be Aniah's black Honda. Fisher followed Yazid to the apartment complex, where Yazid left the vehicle and got into Fisher's truck. Fisher said Yazid directed him to drive to an area behind a church near a cemetery. When Fisher looked in his rearview mirror, he saw something that would haunt him. Yazid dragging something wrapped in a comforter.
Oh,
Fisher could see what appeared to be extremities. Yazid dragged the bundle into the woods, came back to the truck, and got in. When Fisher confronted him, asking if that was a body, Yazid allegedly told him he'd fatally injured a girl when she went for the gun. Fisher's testimony would become crucial evidence in the case against Yazid. On December 2nd, 2019, District Attorney Hughes announced that Ibrahim Yazid was being charged with capital murder in Aniah's death. The state would seek the death penalty.
Hell yeah.
2 days later, when Yazid appeared in court, he showed no remorse. Instead, he challenged the prosecution. "They don't have no video, no audio of me harming anyone. That's why I'm trying to see how y'all will find me. Y'all ain't presenting no evidence." He seemed pleased with himself, smirking at the family. The Harrises attended every court hearing, forcing themselves to face the man who destroyed their lives.
I would have damn near lost my shit.
"I wanted to climb across the barricade," Walt admitted.
Fuck him up.
"I was shaking with anger. Only Angela's steady hand on his arm kept him from attacking Yazid. I wanted him to know that I'm representing my daughter," Angela said, "and that I'm not going anywhere. We're right here, and we're going to fight this all the way through." But here's what makes this case even more enraging. Investigators revealed that Yazid wasn't just charged with taking Aniah's life. He was also facing charges for shooting 2 other people the year before her murder. The man who encountered Aniah that night had
come on,
allegedly
bro.
committed multiple violent crimes and was still walking free.
Come
How
on,
many
bro.
warning signs does the system need? How many victims does it take? How is someone with this history of violence ever granted bond?
I have no idea.
Walt
Especially
Harris,
a bond he can
devastated
afford. Like,
and broken,
fuck.
questioned everything, including his faith. I didn't know why God would allow it, he said. But eventually, he found comfort in understanding that God didn't do this.
Yeah,
A
for
human
sure.
being made an evil choice.
Human being did
In
some
a
evil
dream,
shit, yeah.
Aniah appeared to Walt, sitting in their living room with a beam of light shining on her. She reached out her arms, hugged him, and said 2 words, "Keep going." Walt woke up with renewed purpose. Inspired by Aniah, he decided to return to the UFC. A fight was scheduled for October 24th, 2020, exactly
About a
1
year,
year
right?
after
Yeah, damn.
Aniah's murder.
Damn.
When he told Angela, she asked if he was sure. "I'm sure," he said. He knew Aniah would want him to fight. Walt flew to Abu Dhabi and spent 2 weeks in quarantine training in a hotel room. Back home, Angela organized a vigil on the anniversary of the last time they saw Aniah alive. The following day, the family gathered to watch Walt's fight halfway around the world. He started strong, but the weight of grief was too much.
Yeah, that shit
The
fuck
fight
you up.
ended quickly, with Walt clutching his stomach. Looking back, he admitted he needed more mental strength.
Yeah.
Days later, he broke down completely,
Yeah.
falling to the floor, crying, finally releasing the
Damn,
pent-up
bro.
emotion.
Fucked up.
Angela found her own path forward by starting a nonprofit called Aniah's Heart. Its mission: teach safety to young people and help search for missing persons.
Okay.
She's conducted group education sessions.
Like,
with
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Stories like this, I don't take this shit lightly at all. And rest in peace to the girl for sure. Like, bro, when I tell you, nigga, like, my kids, bro, like, they gonna be going through motherfucking real. Y'all know how they have, like, fire drills in school? Nigga, they ass gonna be getting drills. We gonna go to the game. Nigga, I will pay. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know how. Listen, man. I will pay the gas station to be closed down and have us, and we will go. I will literally go, especially my daughters, but my sons too, though. Like, y'all gonna go over real training, man. They gonna take real tests. Like, what time do you stop going to the gas station? Fuck is you talking about? 7 o'clock. Girls, do you go to the gas station by yourself at any time in fucking life? I wouldn't be surprised if my daughters don't even know how to pump their own gas. Bro, grave, nigga. Call your daddy, call your brothers. Don't you ever in your fucking life go to the gas station by yourself. I don't give a fuck what you doing, or where you going, or where you at. You be 35 minutes away. Your dad will get in his car and drive 35 minutes, and your ass will sit at a nearby Target. I would say Walmart, but you know, Walmart be a little ghetto. Do your homework. Nearby Target, and you will meet me at the gas station at my arrival before I let you get out the car and pump some. No, it's just not happening. Especially at nighttime, it's not fucking happening. No. Keep some gas at your fucking house. How about that? Keep a little gasoline, a little tan. Keep that shit at your crib. You feel me? Store it properly. I'm not going. I'm not going, bro. I'm not going. We not going. Phone them grave, nigga. And I don't give a fuck if it's illegal or my daughters are going to have guns on them. They gonna have, by the time they turn 13, 14, they gonna know how to load a gun, break a gun down, clean a gun, shoot a gun, fire a gun on phone them, aim a gun. They gonna know all that shit. And I don't give a fuck. My daughter can, and it sounds like she was in college. My daughter gonna have that thing on her. Phone them grade, nigga. Y'all is crazy. I'm not. Now I refuse, bro. I refuse, because I'm a cool, calm, collect, logical nigga. But if somebody, God forbid, I ain't even gonna say me. If somebody did something to your kids, nigga, can you imagine how? I'm telling you, nigga, I will crash out, I'll lose everything and go to jail and sit in that motherfucker. And I don't care. I say that shit so many times, like, bro.
School students, teaching them the lessons Aniah's death made brutally clear. She's also campaigning for Aniah's Law, proposed legislation that would allow judges to deny bond to serious violent offenders.
For sure.
You have people
That's what's
committing
up.
multiple
Shout out to
violent
mama.
crimes and they just get out on bond.
Right.
Angela said, "It's just not okay."
Hell no, it ain't. Shout out mama,
Nearly
man.
2,000 people attended Aniah's celebration of life around Christmas 2019. Her friends spoke about the girl who made everyone feel okay, who put others first even when she was sad, who led with love and prayer. She was a leader, one friend said through tears. She would put people first even when she needed anything. I love you, Aniah. You are truly my sunshine on rainy days. On December 21st, 2019, the city of Homewood, Alabama officially designated the date as Aniah Haley Blanchard Day.
That's what's up.
But for her family, every day is a reminder of what was stolen from them.
Yeah.
Elijah lost his best friend, the
Every
sister who
day.
followed him to college just to stay close. The younger children, Asa and Ayla, lost the big sister who helped raise them.
Yeah,
Karina
it's fucked
Thomas's children lost the nanny who loved them like her own. Hannah lost her best friend since 6th grade. Walt and Angela lost their angel. As of today, the case against Ibrahim Yazid has been delayed by the pandemic. His multiple criminal cases crawl through the system at an agonizing pace. His lawyer declined to be interviewed. Yazid maintains his innocence. The family waits
okay.
for justice, but justice delayed feels like justice denied.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, they carry Aniah's light forward through their advocacy work, determined that her death will not be in vain. Aniah
Damn.
Blanchard's story forces us
Rest in peace, Aniah, man. Shit sad as hell. I ain't gonna lie.